What's going on, guys? My YouTube name is SteelMercenary, but my real name is actually Chris. I'm a YouTube content creator / gamer, and I do basically primarily focus on gaming such as Call of Duty, different other proliferated games such as Battlefield, and I also do commentaries basically on what catches my interest, mostly Call of Duty news. First question, what am I passionate about? Basically what I'm passionate about is basically trying to better myself with each passing day. Pretty much trying to make myself a better person than I was the day before, because every day, the next day is not guaranteed to you, and basically within those times I basically want to do the most I can within each passing day, treating it as if it's going to be my last. The second thing I'm passionate about is basically playing Call of Duty games, because growing up as a kid, I was really picked on a lot, because at the beginning I used to be pretty much passionate about drawing and basically art in general. However, that made me pretty much an easy target to get picked on, and so I was sort of basically bullied into stop doing that, and I regret that ever since. But with gaming, it was a different story. Pretty much the better you were, the more respect you got from basically anyone. Pretty much it was a cool moment to basically come to school the next day after basically having an amazing game on Call of Duty and saying, dude, I can't believe you actually hit that clip last night. That was basically, to me, my greatest moments, and that pretty much made me want to play more video games and basically be the best that I possibly could every time I pretty much get my hands on it. And also because I really love the challenge of being the best possible player that I pretty much can. With sniping, it's really hard, and how more challenging enough is it than basically getting as much clips as possible with the sniper. Though today most people make it seem a bit more easier than it was back in the day. Question number 2. Who and what currently inspires me? Pretty much the people who inspire me to pretty much pursue a YouTube career are also YouTube content creators themselves, both in the commentary and the gaming community. Pretty much for me, when it comes to commentary, who inspire me are people like Optimus, who isn't really afraid to tell you with pretty much the facts when it comes to a certain subject that he's talking about. Also, J Bone the Man is also a person who inspires me when it comes to commentary, primarily when he mostly does it on Call of Duty news, and he's also not afraid to tell you the facts. Basically, he also spits a lot of facts saying that Modern Warfare is not the best game, in which I also agree with him on that. But mostly the big one when it comes to pretty much gaming has to be FaZe Jev. Pretty much Jev is a perfect example of how to make it in the YouTube world. Pretty much he's a very relatable person. He's someone who pretty much shows you throughout his life how he got to this point, basically 4 million subscribers today. To me, he's really a great role model when it comes to basically doing YouTube and how to do it. Pretty much he's showed us how he's done it from the very beginning. It obviously shows that you basically have to start from somewhere. And though I may not be like most big YouTubers who have the most craziest setup, I had to make with what I got. I'm using a laptop to edit my stuff. I have pretty much the second generation PlayStation 4 getting my clips on there compared to people who have the high-end $3,000 PCs, scuff controllers. I'm still using my default controller to this day. So pretty much if all these content creators, primarily Jev, can start from somewhere, so can I. Question number 3, how long have I been creating content online? Pretty much it's a weird time frame for me. I started back in 2018 with basically some simple Battlefield 5 videos and some Dragon Ball Fighters. I started around the time when basically Call of Duty was pretty dead. However, I managed to end up taking pretty much a year off of a break because due to basically school and other life things that happened around that time, so I ended up stopping for a little bit. And then 2020 came around, and then all this quarantine stuff happened, and I used that as an opportunity to basically get back on this YouTube grind and pretty much try and walk out of 2020 with something with something behind me, pretty much. Give it, pretty much I've been making content for about pretty much a year in total, if you want to add up all my videos and the algorithm and all that stuff. So yeah, about a year. Fourth question. What are the talents I'm most excited to basically show and proud of? Pretty much, it's a hard question for me because I don't really see myself that much of the talented type. I guess the most I could say when it comes to a talent is basically just trying to get as much clips as possible with the sniper and just working on my editing skills and basically making the best possible montage I can. I have all these thoughts going around my head, what I can do with whatever clips that I get. So pretty much I'm going to be getting better along the way. So that's pretty much the talent that I'm pretty much excited to show, is basically my editing skills when it comes to making montages and basically my skills pretty much with a sniper. Question number 5. Why do I want to join FaZe Clan? There's a lot of thought that I put into this when it comes to why I want to join FaZe. Primarily, when it comes to joining FaZe, it's sort of like a dream come true for most gamers. It's like a college athlete getting drafted by a professional like NFL team or NBA team, depending on what sport they play. And joining FaZe is sort of similar to that. You're pretty much set for life at that point. You still have to grind out, so it's not an easy task. Once you get into FaZe, you obviously got to keep grinding it out. But why I want to join FaZe? Pretty much, once again, just having that FaZe brand in front of my name to help grow myself and make myself much more bigger than I already am. And also, it gives me the opportunity to basically collab with other YouTubers, content creators, gamers as well, people who are much better than me and people who I just want to either play against or play with. And a good example of that is pretty much in the beginning of the clips that I showed you guys. In one of those clips, I ended up getting into a match with Sword Zephy. I'm pretty sure majority of the FaZe members who are watching this know who that is. But basically, he's another sniper as well on the Sword team. And though he may have curb stomped our entire lobby, almost dropping 80 kills on me and my friends, it still was insane to pull up against him and actually see how he was able to basically maneuver himself around the map. His movement is insane. Pretty much, that was a nice opportunity to basically try and look at what he does and try and mimic those movements to improve my game. And it sort of worked. But yeah, pretty much joining the FaZe Clan will give me the opportunity to play against more people like that and pretty much improve my game and learn upon them. So that's one of the reasons why I want to join FaZe. The second reason, it may sound a bit scummy when I do say this, but hear me out when I do. Pretty much, once again, like I said, having that FaZe brand in front of your name, there's a lot of money behind it. And though, yeah, I do want to join pretty much because it will set my life up financially, if I continue grinding out for it. What I would do with basically the profit that I make off of that brand and increase from my brand as well is pretty much I want to use it to pretty much support my family. Given each generation that is built up towards me has been making sacrifice after sacrifice, working their asses off for basically dimes and nickels just to basically survive. All of their sacrifices and their hard work has led to me, and for me to basically not do anything what I'm doing with my life is pretty much an insult to them. So with that grinding out for FaZe, and if I do get to join that, I will be able to pretty much help out my family live a much more easier life than they already do. Be able to actually pay for my parents' house that I live under at the moment, being able to pay off for their cars, being able to actually support my grandma and my tío who are in Mexico at the moment. Basically, I want to be able to send them money so they also don't have to worry about, is money going to be an issue? That's basically one of the reasons I also want to join FaZe as well. So yeah, with that being said, pretty much I was going to make this a separate video, but pretty much for the extra clips that I didn't get to put in the first minute of it, I basically want to do all the other clips that I do have, along with some of the first ones as well, pretty much putting it into montage form. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and of course, have a nice day. SteelMercenary, out.
This is the future.
Yeah.
Revolution. This is the future.
Enemy at the junkyard.
Ready for it. We've got a UAV on station, ready for flyover.
God damn it. Oh, hi, come back.
Oh, don't put it standing. Get ready to move. Be advised. Airstrike inbound.
This is the future.